Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will have a lecture on steel structure. So, in previous lectures, we have studied the concepts regarding how to design the bolted connections. Okay. The important concept is how to design the bolted connections. So, while designing the bolted connections, we have to keep in mind, or we have to refer the IS 800 2007, that is page number 75. So here I am having IS code, that is it has been open here. So we are referring the IS code for this. So IS code page number 75. So while designing or while finding out the number of bolts required for connection of lap joint or butt joint, okay? So we have to find out the number of bolts required, whether we are joining the two plates with the help of a lap joint, or we are joining two plates with the help of the butt joint. Okay? So in order to join this, how many bolts are required? So we have to design, or we have to find out the number of bolts required for joining the two sections, for joining the two sections. Okay. So in previous lectures we have solved the problems related with truss also. So those who have not refer the previous videos, I have been uploading the videos in YouTube, my YouTube channel. So therefore you have to refer the videos so that previous problems concepts should be clear. Okay. So we have solved the problems related with truss. It is very important because nowadays in many cases you have seen this truss in godowns also. You have seen the truss in railway godown, railway sheds also, or factory sheds also, godowns also, where the food grains it has been stored, or factory sheds where the cement bags or the food grains it has been saved. So it has all been made with the help of the steel structures. Okay. So while designing the steel structures, whether it is an angle sections, or whether it is an I sections, or whether it is an C sections, so any sections, so while joining the sections we have to provide, or we can join that sections with the help of bolted connections, or we can join with the help of the welded connections. So here we are dealing with the concept of joining of two members or two sections with the help of bolts. Okay. So here we are designing number of bolts required for joining the two sections, two members. Okay. So you have to refer the previous lectures also, so that you can easily find out the number of bolts required to join the two sections. Again I am repeating some concepts regarding the bolted connections, how to design the bolted connections. So one thing is, it is to be kept in mind while designing the bolted connections. We have to first have a that is, we have to find out the shear capacity of bolt, this 10.3.3. It has, you have to refer this from the that is IS code. So you have to refer this from IS code. So this concept, that is 10.3.3 shear capacity of bolt. So first we have to find out the shear capacity of bolt. Then we have to find out the bearing capacity of bolt. Okay. So out of these two, that is shear capacity of bolt and the bearing capacity of bolt, the least value will be the bolt value. The least value will be the bolt value. Okay. And again from that bolt value we have to find out the number of bolts required. So there will be a factored load given in the problem. Okay. So there will be a factored load given in the problem. So that factored load divided by the bolt value will give us the number of bolts required in connection with the two sections, in connecting to the two sections. Okay. So again I am repeating, we have to refer IS 800 2007 from page number 75. So here I have opened the IS 800 2007. I am reading, or I am going through the concepts regarding how to find out the shear capacity of bolt and the bearing capacity of bolt from IS 800 2007, that is page number 75. Okay. So here the clause, what the clause says, the 10.3.2, a bolt subjected to factored shear force, that is VSB, shall satisfy the conditions. So we have to satisfy these conditions. What conditions we have to satisfy? That means where VDB is the design strength of the bolt taken as the smaller of the value. That means the bolt value will be the smaller value of of shear and bearing, shear and bearing, shear and bearing. So out of these two values, the minimum value will be the design strength of bolt. The minimum value between shear and bearing will be the design strength of bolt. It will be the bolt value or the design strength of the bolt. Okay, so up till now you have understood this concept. So but what is shear capacity of bolt? So here again there is a clause for shear capacity of bolt. So 10.3.3 shear capacity of bolt, the design shear or the design strength of the bolt, that is given by capital V DSB as governed shear strength is given by, so VDSB is equals to VNSB divided by gamma MB. So one by one we will see what is VNSB and gamma MB. Already we have solved the number of numericals related with this shear capacity of bolt. Only the concept I have to clear in today's lecture. So I will go through that concept. So I am repeating this again because I have to clear that concept which I have to show you in today's lecture. So VDSB is equals to VNSB, that is VNSB upon gamma MB. But what is VNSB? It is the nominal shear capacity of bolt calculated at FU divided by square root of 3 in bracket NN ANB plus NSASB. How to find out this NN? NN is the shear planes. So and what is ANB? ANB is the area of the threaded portions, because we are jointing the two plates with the help of bolt. So there may be some part of bolt, it may be in threaded portions, and some part of that bolt it is nothing but shank portion, that is the plain portions. Okay, so area of threaded portion, it has been given as A and B. Okay, what about this ASB? So this ASB is nothing but the shank portions, area of shank portions. Here all these descriptions or this that is nothing but it has been given. Fu is ultimate tensile strength of bolt. NN is number of shear planes with threads, because we are considering A and B. N and that is this alphabet is same. That means this area depend upon threaded, and this number of shear planes again depends upon threaded portions. Okay, the number of shear planes with threads intersecting the shear planes. What about NS? NS is without threads. That means it is shank portions or without threads. In other words, it is without threads or it is nothing but the shank portions. Okay. So what is ASB? Nominal plank shank areas of the bolt. And what is A and B? It is the net shear area of the bolt at threads. Matlab, this area A and B is the area of threaded portions. ASB is the area of the shank portions. Number of shear planes along the threaded portions, shank portions, and number of shear planes along the threaded portions. So these terms we have to. Okay, in today's lectures, the important concept we have to that is I am looking forward is we have to find out these that is the extra factor of safeties, it has been taken care, because here is the complete formula. But extra things we have to take care when there is extra material is required to join the plates. Extra material is required to join the plates. Okay. Okay, when there is a long joint. Okay, so when there is a long joint, so when the length of the joint, that is LJ of a spice or end connections in a compression or tension element containing more than two bolts, that is the distance between the first and last row of bolt in the joint measured in the direction of the load transfer, exceeds 15 times the diameter of bolt in the direction of load, the nominal shear capacity. That means if the joint is long, LJ is the term related with long joint, L long, J joint. So when there is a long joint, we have to take extra factor of safety in this formula. That means this formula is the original formula, but here after from above this bracket we have to add some extra terms depending upon the conditions. If it is long joint, so we can use this BLJ in this formula. So this formula will be same, but extra we will add this we will multiply with BLJ. Why BLJ? Because there is a long joint. And what is the condition for long joint? That should be 15 times the diameter. 15 times the diameter. Okay. If it exceeds 15 times the diameter of bolt, then we have to use this BLJ. So this is the complete BLJ equations. Okay. Nominal diameter of the fastener. Again, if it is large grip length, that means the grip length is larger. Here the joint length is larger. Here grip length is larger. Okay. So here when the grip length is larger equal to the total length of the connection plates exceeds 5 times the diameter D of the bolt, the design shear capacity shall be reduced by factors of beta Lj, beta Lj, Lg, beta Lg, when there is a conditions. What is that conditions? Large grip length is there. When there is the grip length is larger, then we have to use this extra, that is thing which has been multiplied in this formula, beta Lj also. Okay. Next, what is packing plates? If we are having some distance restrictions in packing plates, that means if the two packing plates it has been connected, but there is a distance. Okay, there is an extra packing plate required for connections. Extra packing plate is required for connections. Okay, तो अगर extra plate लग रही है, तो what is the again there is some conditions which has been mentioned is 10.3.3.3. The design shear capacity of bolt carrying shear through a packing plate in excess of 6 mm shall be decreased by factors. That means if it exceeds beyond 6 mm, if the packing plate or the packing distance is more than 6 mm, at that time we have to use this factor of safety, that is beta packing plates pk is equals to that is in bracket 1 minus 0.0125 tpk bracket close. Okay. So these three concepts I have to clear in today's lectures. That means original formula for shear capacity is this formula which has been given in shear capacity of 10.3.3. This is the original formula, but depending upon the conditions, if there is a long joint, we have to use beta Lj. If it is having a grip length longer, so we have to use beta Lg. If it is having extra packing plates, we have to use beta pk in this formula, in this multiplications. Okay, so this concept is clear. The extra terms to be added, extra terms to be taken care, extra terms to be taken care. Okay, so I am switching over the problem because the next problem it is totally based on this concept, totally based on this concept. Okay, so we are designing the number of bolts, we are finding out the number of bolts, but we are using the concept of these three conditions, beta Lj, beta Lg and beta pk. These three terms it is to be multiplied from in this bracket, so that these are the three conditions to be considered depending upon the problem's condition. Okay. So I am switching over to the problem. So today in today's lectures only one problem will be solved, but this concept it is very important to be cleared. Okay. So I have referred this IS 800 2007 page number 75 in that is in solving the concept, okay, because this concept is very important, how to find out beta Lj, beta Lg and beta pk. Okay, so this concept will also be more cleared when you will solve the problem. Okay, if suppose in some conditions only one condition is given, suppose this packing plate condition is given and these two conditions, that is beta Lj and beta Lg condition is not given, that means at that time we can take or we can assume these two as one unity, one. But this packing plate conditions we have to satisfy depending upon the problem given. So in some cases there may be out of these three conditions, one condition it is to be considered. That means the remaining two conditions we can take directly as one unity, that is one. Okay. So here the same problem it has been. I am reading the problem and we will solve this problem. Okay. So two plates of 10 mm and 8 mm. Yes, that means this condition itself explains that we have to attach two plates, which is the thickness of this two plate is varying. If the thickness is same, it is to be attached in easier way. So I am drawing this figure, है ना? So if yes, if these two plates are attached, okay, and this next plate is also attached, but this thickness of this two plate is 10-10, that is easy to attach, because this is also 10, this is also 10, so it is easy to attach. This type of joint is butt joint. But if there is varying in thickness, that means the example is this is 10 mm and this plate is somewhat 18 mm, that means this distance is extra there, that means this distance to be filled. Okay, the concept is clear. So this is 10 mm plate, 18 mm plate, that means there is a difference of 8 mm, that means there is a difference of 8 mm. So this distance is to be filled, this distance it is to be filled, this 8 mm to be filled. So how to fill this 8 mm? So we have to use the concept which I have said you, that is beta Lj, beta Lg or beta Pk concept. Okay. Okay. So two plates of 10 mm and 18 mm thick are to be joined by double cover designer bolted connections for following details. Okay. Factored load is given as 750. The load taken by these two plates when it has been jointed by a cover plate, and when it has been jointed by a cover plate, and what is the load taken by this complete assembly? It is 750 kilonewton. What is bolt diameter in this case? 20 mm. What is grade of steel? It has been taken as Fe410. Again this we have to use this Fe410 also. What is grade of bolt? 4.6. Again with the help of this 4.6 we have to refer the table which has been given in IS code. With the help of that table we have to refer the IS code, and from this IS code for this grade 4.6 we have to use Fu or Fy, that is 400 Newton per mm square. Okay. So here diameter of bolt is, it has been given as that is diameter of bolt it has been given as 20 mm. Design load it has been given as, factor load is it has been given as 750 kilonewton. The grade of bolt. Cover plates one on each side, 8 mm thick. What is the thickness of cover plate? 8 mm is the thickness of the cover plate. So here a small figure it has been drawn. This figure to be understood is very important, okay? Because this figure will explain the things which has been given in this question. So what are the two plates? So here one plate is 10 mm, here this plate is 10 mm. Okay. What is the next plate? 18 mm. So this plate is 18 mm, 10 mm, 18 mm. So these two plates, this bottom plate is 10 mm, top plate is 18 mm, and it is covered with two cover plates of 8 mm and 8 mm. That means there is some packing material to be required, because there is difference in thickness of two plates. Okay. So you have to imagine that we are jointing two plates which is having varying thickness. One thickness is 18 mm, second thickness is 10 mm. It is to be jointed with the bolts, but how to connect this bolt? Suppose we are connecting with the help of bolt, so that means this will not be bolted properly. Why? Because there is a gap between these two plates. What is that gap difference? Because one is 18 mm, one is 10 mm, the gap is 8 mm. That means there is extra material required to fill the gap. This extra will be the packing plate. What is the thickness to be filled? 8 mm. That means the thickness which we have read in IS 800 2007, it should be more than 6 mm, so it is 8 mm. So therefore we have to use beta Pk, that is the factor of safety for packing plate, beta Pk for packing plates. This concept is clear. Okay. So diameter of bolt is 20 mm, diameter of hole is 22 mm. From this we are added 2 from the, again it has been taken from IS code. So 20 plus 2, why 2? Because diameter of bolt is 20, but hole where the diameter where the bolt will be tightened, the extra will be required is 2 mm extra. So this 2 mm we have not assumed, we have taken from IS 800 2007 table number 5. Okay, है ना? So this will be taken as 22 mm. So here it has been taken as 22 mm. 22. Okay. How to find out ASB? Again we have to refer this IS code. Area of shank portions, area of threaded portions. Area of shank portion is the complete area. We have to use the formula as pi by 4, pi by 4, pi by 4 d square. Simple formula, pi by 4 d square. Pi by 4 d, what is d in this case? 20. The pi by 4 20 square, so it comes to be 314.16 mm square. The pi by 4 d square, pi by 4 into 20 square, it comes to be 310. So you have to use the calculators also. So ASB, area of the shank portion, that is plain portion. Threaded portion is nothing but some area will be lost. Suppose I am having this nut, sorry, this is bolt area, okay, which is having some top portion as in this way, okay. This is bolt portion, so this portion is the threaded portions, okay. So this portion is the threaded portions, okay. So some extra that is original ASB, that is shank area, is this. How much times threaded area will be less? So 0.78 times, that is 78%, 12% less, 22% less. Okay, so area of the shank area and threaded area, it is 0.78 times the ASB shank area, so it comes to be 245 245.04, 245.04, okay, 0.04 mm square. Again, depending upon the grade 4.6, we have to refer the table from IS 800 2007. We have to use FUB as 400 Newton per mm square. FU is given in the question as 410. FI is same 410, it has been given in the question. So directly we have taking this, only this part will be taken from table depending upon this 4.6 IS code. Okay. Then what is bolt value? The bolt value is design strength of bolt in shear. So VDSB is equals to FU divided by square root of 3 gamma MB. The same formula is there. Again, I have told you that we have to multiply with the conditions, that is beta Lj, beta Lg and beta Pk, depending upon the conditions. So only this condition is satisfied in this problem, that is beta Pk condition is been taken care. Rest beta Lj and beta Lg condition, it has not been taken care in this problem in present case. So we can use this as 1 and this also as 1, because this condition is not satisfied in these equations, but we cannot multiply with 0. If we are taking this as 0, that means the complete formula is 0. So we cannot take this value as 0, we will take this as 1 and 1, so that this condition it has been used. What is that conditions? Beta Pk, that is the thickness of packing plate. Packing plate condition we are using from IS, that is 800 2007, that is page number 75. So these two values we are assuming as 1, but this value we will actually calculate from the packing plate. Okay. So not given, therefore assuming beta Lj and beta Lg as 1 from page number 75 of IS, that is code and clause 10 point and clause 10.3.3. we are using this clause 10.3.3.3. okay. So beta Pk, that is the factor of safety for the packing plate, 1 minus 0.0125 into thickness of packing plate. What is the thickness of packing plate? It is 8 mm. What is the thickness of packing plate? The two distances, the two thicknesses was 18 and 10. The difference in two plates was 8 mm. 18 was the one plate, 10 was the other another plate. What was the difference for this? It is 8 mm. So this thickness is we are assuming as 8 mm. So 1 minus 0.0125 into 8, it comes to be 0.9. So we are using VDSB as the complete formula. The formula which has been used here, NN A and B plus NS A as B. The only we are keeping the values. Here NS and NN we are considering as 1 and 1. 1 and 1 for beta LG and beta LG. Beta PK value is being given as 0.9. We are taking this as 0.9. So after all multiplications and divisions, it comes to be 90, 2.92.98. It comes to be 93 kilonewtons. That means the number of bolts required. How to find out number of bolts? So this is nothing but factored load. This is nothing but the factored load. The load taken by the plates which has been given, the factored load divided by bolt value. Bolt value is 93. So 750 divided by 93, both are in kilonewtons. So how many numbers of bolts are required? 8 numbers of bolts are required to connect two plates of 18 mm thickness and 10 mm thickness by using the condition of this packing plate. Okay, so this concept was a little bit different, in which we have calculated the number of bolts required when the thickness of two plates connecting to each other was different. Okay, again, how to find out the pitch value? Because this 8 mm, so how to arrange this 8 mm, sorry, 8 numbers of bolts, how to arrange this 8 numbers of bolts? So there will be some pitch value, there will be some edge distance. So what is the again clause given in IS 800 2007 regarding pitch value and edge distance? So P minimum, that is pitch minimum, is being given as 2.5 times D. 2.5 times D. D is nothing but diameter of bolt. So 2.5 times D, it comes to be 50. We are assuming this as minimum was 50. We are assuming our value as 60. What is the edge distance? Again it is 1.5 times D0. Here D0 is there. Here D is for pitch we are taking D. But for edge distance we are using D0. So multiplications 33, it comes to be 33. So we are assuming somewhat more as 40. That means P minimum is 60. That is pitch value we are assuming as 60, and edge distance we are assuming as 40. So in this way we are. Again we can have the check on bearings also, because the minimum is bolt value. So we can check for bearings also. It will be more than the shear strength of bolt. Okay? But for our satisfactions, we will check for bearing, we will have a check on bearings also. Okay? So what is that formula for bearings? So that is nothing but VDPB 2.5 times KB D T FU upon gamma MB. What is that formula? That is 2.5 times. It has been given in IS codes. Every part it has been mentioned in IS codes. Okay? So, but you have to refer properly which content it is to be taken care how and how to use that concepts. So here we are finding out the VB. E upon 3D0. E we have taken as H distance. 40 upon 3D0 is 22.6. Pitch upon 3D0 minus 0.25, it comes to be 0.65. FU upon FB, that is 400 divided by 410, it comes to be 0.97. And 1 is the fourth value. Out of this, minimum is this value. Okay? So we have taken this minimum as this value. So this value to be taken here. So just we have multiplied, and this formula has been taken from IS, that is 800 2007. The value is 98. Original value for this shear was, this value was for shear, that with help of this which we have taken care, and we have calculated the number of bolts required, 8 number of bolts required. Okay? So this is nothing but shear value, and this is nothing but the bearing value. So bearing value is always greater than shear value. That means it is safe, or it is okay. Okay, that means designing is okay. Okay, there is no need to change the design. If it is unsafe, then we have to design. If it is not greater than, if it is in this case bearing is greater than the shear value, that means safe. It is safe. Okay. So in this way we have introduced the concept of how to find out the number of bolts required if the thickness of two plates are different. If the thickness of two plates are different, so what is the concept used? So this is the concept used to find out when the two plates are to be connected which is having some difference in thickness. Okay, so here we will end this today's lectures. If anyone having doubts related with this, they can free to ask. Okay, so here we will, I am ending this lectures. So thank you everyone, thank you.